Hey guys, how's it going? It's Janie over here at JaniesSweets. Welcome back to my channel. In this episode, I'm coming at you with a tutorial for how I made this super simple Pokemon cake. If you don't like to work with fondant, do not worry because this cake uses all buttercream. So if you want to learn how I did this, then definitely keep on watching. I'm starting out with a 6-inch vanilla cake, the recipe for which you can find below. I am going to fill it with my Easy Meringue buttercream. You can also find that recipe below. So I've just cut each layer or each layer in half so that I have 4 layers. They're about an inch high each. And then just putting the buttercream in the middle and using that same buttercream, I'm going to crumb coat the entire thing. Once I was done crumb coating it, I popped it into the fridge for just a few seconds so that it could solidify a little bit, and then I am going to ice the whole thing. Now I put my buttercream inside of a piping bag so that I had better control of it and it would give me better seamless lines. And so I have white at the bottom, a line of the black, and then some red at the top. Now I really wish I had made the black line a little bit thicker. Maybe even 2 lines would have been better, but oh well. At that point I didn't want to mess with it anymore. I thought it was good enough, right? So just go ahead and continue icing it, finick with it until you're happy with it. Now whenever you're doing a few different colors, I really highly recommend that you don't keep scraping with that same dirty bench scraper. Remove whatever icing and then take it off of the bench scraper before you scrape it again, because you're just going to drag the colors all over. Now, thank God for the power of editing, because this really actually took me a long time. Now, see, I just put it in the fridge, but I worked on it again before it was perfect. Now, I'm moving on to my 8-inch cake. I usually ice my cakes with the upside down method if it doesn't have any kind of soupy, or not soupy, but like a soft filling. So that's why you see me flip it right side up before I put it onto the gold board here. Now I'm just using some blue buttercream with my offset spatula, and I'm going to ice the entire thing and then work around it to make it as smooth as possible. Now you could see that there were a lot of air bubbles in my buttercream. I had to work it a lot. It's because the buttercream was too cold when I was whipping it. So to avoid that, I honestly would just recommend you work with not warm buttercream, but not too cold buttercream, because otherwise you're just gonna have a hard time trying to smooth it out, especially if you're trying to have you know, a seamless finish on the outside. Now, once my cake came out of the fridge and the buttercream was a little bit less tacky to the touch, I'm gonna go ahead and insert some fat bubble tea straws just to support the weight of the top tier. And you guys see me do this all the time. I always add a parchment paper in between the first layer and the second layer, just so that it does not stick to the buttercream and, you know, rip it when you're removing the top board. So go ahead and place your top tier very carefully. And then now this is the design that I chose to go with for the border. It's just the red, the yellow, the white, and did I do black? No, I didn't do black. So just red, yellow, and white. You're just gonna put a dot and then grab your clean offset spatula and drag it along. So it just adds a little bit of character to it. You don't have to do this. Now, the original design that I saw actually had just fondant balls all over it. So I know I said we were not going to use fondant, but I lied. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about the logo. You could print out a logo out of edible paper if you wanted to, but I had leftover fondant, and the logo is not really hard to do. It's just a whole bunch of circles. So you have a black circle, a white circle, and then a black circle in the middle. There is also a little line on the outside, so I'm just going to outline it with the cookie cutter and then place the black in the middle. Now I am using an edible marker, and I'm going to trace over that line. It is not perfect, but the kid is not gonna care what that logo looks like. So this is the final product, guys. This is what it looks like. Honestly, I would have wished to have had some Pokemon toys to put all over it. That was the original idea. However, my client didn't bring them to me on time. She just put them on herself. So this is the picture that I have without the toys all over it. But if you could just imagine this with a whole bunch of little Pokemon toys on it, like how freaking cute does that look? So this is the final product, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope those tips and techniques that I have shared with you guys are helpful to you, and if they are, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Share this video with a friend if you'd like to. All of my socials are at JanieSweets if you want to hit me up on that. I'm on Instagram as well as on Facebook. So that is it for this week's video, you guys. I love you. I'll talk to you next time.